Hello everybody, my name is NCO7 and today I want to talk a bit about Rayman. You guys might remember him from the past couple decades for his platforming games, getting his first game in 1995 and receiving several games throughout the next decade. And while those games are good, my personal favorite era for Rayman was the Revival era. It was the 2010s, and Rayman was practically thrown to the side for other series, such as the Rabbids, that nobody liked. But eventually, Rayman Origins would release that would bring Rayman right back into the limelight. Eventually, a couple mobile games would be made in the same style as Origins, like Rayman Jungle Run, but a sequel was on its way to Origins, which would be known as Rayman Legends, which as at this point in time, the most recent Rayman game, excluding mobile games. So, I figured today I would talk about it and why it's in my opinion, one of the best 2D platformers out there, and why it's a shame this game never got a sequel. But before we get into that, let's touch a little bit on the history of the game. Now, while there isn't that much to say necessarily about unused content, the story of how this game came to be is pretty interesting. Being revealed at E3 2012, Rayman Legends was shown to be an exclusive for the upcoming Wii U console. You know, the system that didn't do the best sales-wise. Well, it was going to be a launch title at one point. It would then be moved to February 2013, and then it would be pushed all the way back to September, so that way they can make the game multi-platform, because Zombie U, another game that was made by Ubisoft that was a launch title for the Wii U, didn't perform the best, so I guess they figured making it multi-platform would garner more sales. The response to this second delay was harsh, and understandably, as it went against the idea of the game being exclusive. Regardless, the game would release in September of 2013 at critical acclaim, so I guess the wait maybe was worth it. I don't know. Anyways, let's actually get into this real review. Now, there's not really a lot to say about the game visually because look at it. Everything looks so good with a nice use of colors as well as design, giving the game a bit of a painting-like look compared to other games. And while I have seen people compare the art style in this game to Origins and saying that Origins is the better style, and while I think that Origins does look cooler in the sense of being more cartoon-like, I still love the style of Legends though. And the game performs really well as well, running at 60 frames with no real drops at all. I mean, it runs as good as you can. Though to be fair though, this game was released on PS3 and 360, so if you're playing this on like the 8th or 9th gen consoles, you're not going to have any problems. Maybe. But of course, visuals are only just part of the story, and they aren't everything in a game. So let's get to the gameplay. So, like I said before, this game is a platformer, a 2D platformer, so the game mostly consists of getting to the end of each level, as well as rescuing all the teensies, which are basically the collectibles in this game, which can grant you more levels, and there's also the lums, which can allow you to unlock more characters to use throughout the game. While it may seem pretty standard for a game like this, it's really good because of how well the game plays. Now, regarding the characters, they don't have any unique traits other than visually, so you can play as anyone you want. But the game controls so well. You can run through the game, you can run, punch your way through enemies, and also fly for a short period of time, or more so hover, I guess. It gives you some more times to get over the long gaps, and man is it fun. Collecting the lums and teensies are quite fun, as the level design is really solid overall. And while most teensies you can find throughout the level in certain nooks and crannies, there's a couple of them where you have to go through some more puzzle-like areas that I think are also quite good. Now, while the game is pretty standard as a platformer, there is one unique gimmick that this game introduced, and those are the Murphy segments. And remember how I said that this game was meant to be a Wii U exclusive? Well, in that version of the game, you would use the gamepad to manipulate the stage to get the character through. However, in the other versions of the game, they just map all of these commands to one of the buttons. Honestly, I kind of wish that when they did make this multi-platform, they just removed these sections from the other versions of the game, made them just more like normal, but they control fine. Hey, at least you could control the character in those segments in every version besides the Wii U version, as in that one the character auto moves, so it really just feels like nothing more than a gimmick. Now, while the game is quite fun, it isn't that long of a game, as it's only 5 worlds to beat the game, making it about 5 or so hours. But there's still a lot to do. There's bonus levels from Origins that were unlocked, which, from what I know, were added because of the delay, so that's cool. And one of the coolest things ever, the online challenges. There's daily and weekly challenges, both normal and hard, and these are such a cool addition, as I haven't really seen this in any other 2D platformer. Basically, you can beat on these online leaderboards to do something, whether it's run as long as you can, travel as far as you can, or collect all these lums in as short time as you can. It's really fun to compete, and you even get some small rewards when you do compete, depending on what place you get. These alone can keep you coming back, and even the 100% completion isn't that easy to do, so there's definitely a good amount of content here for $20, at least in my opinion. Overall, the game is really fun, having plenty of levels to go through, as well as the challenges, and it's still a lot of fun, even in multiplayer as well. Now, as for the music is really good too. The main theme is really solid, and of course, I can't forget the music levels, where you run through the level to the rhythm of the song, and man, there's a reason why everyone remembers those levels the most. I'd say Castle Rock, whatever the one was in the sand area, and Dragon Slayer are easily my favorites of these music levels. But still, even the normal levels still have a lot of good bops. Definitely would recommend checking out the soundtrack whenever you can. So, in conclusion, this game, there's really not much else to say, as the game is already regarded as a superb 2D platformer by pretty much everyone, so what do I have to add that's unique? Well, nothing. While yes, the Murphy segments are a bit too gimmicky, the gameplay is still fun with great level design and a decent challenge, as well as looking and sounding amazing. If you haven't played this game before, well, you should probably go play it. You can get this game on basically everything, and for only being $20, you get a really good package. Rayman Legends isn't perfect, but it'll keep you playing for long periods of time. So that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's been a while since I've done anything on the channel, so I do want to apologize for that. I'm going to have some more content soon. It's just a lot of stuff's been happening recently. That's not the best. I'm not going to get into that here, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of Rayman Legends in the comments section below. Hopefully soon enough I'll give you some more updates on what I've been doing. I do have a couple of big videos in the works, and I also have another thing that I got announced at some point as well, so it'll be just a little bit. So I do apologize about that, but don't worry. Once May rolls around and once the school semester's done, it's time to really get some videos out, because Jesus Christ, there's barely been anything for a while. So yeah, with that all being said, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you all are having a good day and continue to have a good day. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out and take care.